Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I have been asked about 7,000 times by now to take a look at NTE's gacha system. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not actually that interested in it, but it seems like this shit is so confusing that every goddamn person in the space is asking me to go ahead and actually start breaking it all down, and of course, making some general thoughts, making some general opinions on it. Because of course, I think I've played a lot of the modern gacha games. I've had strong opinions on a bunch of gacha systems, and of course, right, we're all interested in learning about what the new system is looking like for the newest game that's coming out. Because with our history, of course, with games like Arknights, Endfield, where their gacha system is a steaming pile of dog shit, and there weren't enough CCs actually telling the truth about it, and all you got, knowing how bad Arknights Endfield actually is, ladies and gentlemen. You remember the takes? Do you remember the words from creators like Mr. Pokey? Where they're talking about things like pity carryover, where they're talking about things like actually good additions to the game and saying they're going to be useless. You're going to have a lot of shills that will likely see NTE's system. You'll have a lot of shills that are going to go ahead and say that the system's actually too good to be true or like way too predatory. And the thing is, not a lot of people are going to be telling the truth in this circumstance because people are going to be sponsored. People are going to be looking for sponsors, and then you'll have people that don't give a fuck about whether or not they get a sponsor like me, and they're just going to tell the truth about it. I'm going to be honest with you if I do end up getting one. But with the amount of shit that I've talked about this game prior this year, that's not going to happen. So we're just going to tell the truth about this game. Starting us off, we're going to have the character, currency types, rates, all of that, so on and so forth. I think it makes the most sense to go category first, then start going down from there. This is like a table, and you can probably understand why I'm doing that. So starting off with the character, you're going to have a limited character banner and then a standard character banner. Pretty much like every other fucking gacha game ever made. I don't think that this concept should blow your mind at all. And if it did, well, welcome to the genre. Rates are going to be, for an S rank unit, about 1% base rate, which is quite high, if we're frankly going to be honest, and a 19.59% after board change. So I guess the idea is that as you pull an NTE, you'll like, I assume that the board that they're talking about over here is, well, you go around the board, right, with every single pull that you make. And I assume that that increased percentage is like once you've made a full loop around the board and you're revisiting some of the spots a second time, right? And I assume the second time that you enter a spot or the second time you roll on that spot after you've already claimed what's there, then that is the after. I assume that's what the afterboard chance is. And you can see it's much higher. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right about that. We'll just have to see on release. And so the consolidated rate, right, is going to be 1.87 with the guarantee. Now, for A ranks, you'll have 11.67% and 11.31% for the weapon. Nothing too wild. I think the rates are actually looking quite favorable, and depending on how the board system works, it could feel like it's actually very, very, very nice. It's the board on the very right. Ah, like this one? Okay, so maybe you'll get, like lucky or something, right? And be like shot out over here, right? Like you might like land on this and they get like shot out to the sides. And then you'll have the higher rate on those. Yeah, I don't know. Well, it seems very gamey. I'm not sure if I like my pulls being this gamey because then I'll really know when I got unlucky. And that's going to really suck, right? I prefer they just tell me I was unlucky, not show me how fucking unlucky it was. After 70 pulls, the board changes. Ah, okay. So this is basically just saying it's a soft pity. All right, well, I'm glad all the questions that we're having based off of the shit that they're putting in here are getting answered live. This is a learning process for both you and me. Hard pity, 90 pulls. All copies guaranteed, no 50-50. Sounds good to me. Now, I do wonder about the pity carryover, though. Well, that was a logical question. I'm glad it was logically answered. And dupes, 6 copies. Great. The system looks solid to me. It looks actually really good to me. No 50-50s, guaranteed. 70 pull pity? 70? Oh, okay. I see this here. This is worse than Wuthering Waves, but it's better than Hoyoverse. So, I guess in a sense, you might actually get less 6 stars or 5 stars in this game compared to Wuthering Waves, but you're not going to have a 50-50 loss at all because your pity starts later. And your hard pity's higher. For what I'll say, though, this system is like 79 times better than Endfield. It's so fucking ridiculous. Like, every single part of its system is better. It's unbelievable. I think the lack of 50-50 alone should be enough of a premise for people to play the game. But I will say, I think the drawback of this game is that you might not get a lot of pulls. However, with no 50-50 and whatever system they have going on, right, and pity carryover, Is not having a lot of pulls going to be something that kills the game? I don't think so, because it doesn't feel... I guess it'll feel slow, but you won't feel like you're getting scammed. Is that fair? We'll find out. Now, we got the arcs. The weapons. So, you got a weapon banner, like every game, every gacha game with weapons. 3% base rate, very high. Including the guarantee is a 4%. And then a 1.68% limited S rank only. So, you have a 7% base for an A rank, and then 13.47 with the guarantee for A ranks. There's no soft pity. The f is this? Hard pity. 6... Okay, what the f is this shit? Is this Arknights Enfield's weapon system? 6, 8, 10 pulls for any S rank on a 2575. Oh my god. I getting cancer. Never mind. No, they always get you. You'll just get cancer from this instead. You won't get cancer from the character pulls, but you will get cancer from the weapon pulls. This already looks like a disease. Well, it's a 2575, which at a baseline, I fucking despise, because the idea of a 2575 pisses me the fuck off, but at least there's pity carryover. But still, a 2575 is disgusting. But you can see, at 8 out of 8, 10 pulls, you get a limited weapon guarantee. Is it the right one? I don't know. What I'm seeing over here is that 6 out of 8, 10 pulls will give you any S rank on a 2575, and I guess at 80, you're guaranteed. Maybe it's good. This is the way it works. You're not going to really ever get the signature weapon early. That's probably not going to happen. But you'll likely get 2 weapons every time you pull on the weapon banner. From what I'm reading over here, because you get 1 at 60 and then the weapon at 80. So, if you win over here... Wait, I would kind of want to lose 50-50s then, right? Like, if I win, that would suck, because 20 more pulls and then I get a weapon. What if it resets, like Endfields? Bro, this is going to be one of those situations where you want to lose the 50-50 or lose the 25-75 because, well, you pull 20 more times and then you just get the weapon. This looks... is it going to reset? Is the pity going to reset if I get it on the 6 out of 8? I don't know. But all I know is, in Endfield, there are times you really want to lose the 50-50. Like, you really want to. Like, you are happy to lose the 50-50. You really want that to happen. I'm just saying, hopefully that's not going to be a thing in this game. And they go to 5. Now... let's go ahead and look at the glider skin. I really don't care. Limited characters, pulls, or banner. Okay, so you can either get characters or gliders. 1.71 base rate. That does seem kind of low for cosmetics. No soft pity and 50 pulls. And there is pity carryover, but only costs reruns of the same character, not across different characters. And there's no dupes. It just gives you rebate currency. So that's the glider. Who the fuck cares? Vehicles, 0.33. Oh, those look expensive. And you use your limited character pulls with them. 120. Okay, so vehicles look like the most expensive shit in this game. Which is fine, I guess. But, I mean, at this point, do people really like a vehicle gacha? Only cost reruns of the same vehicle. And then, yeah, dupes get you rewards. Okay, for rebate currency. Just, you will never get dupes on this shit, though. It sounds useless. Character skins. Uses limited characters. 0. Okay, so skins are really bad, too. They're worse than weapons, actually. None. And then 200? What the fuck? So it costs, you could get like 3 units for the price of a skin? Dude, the monetization in this game looks puzzling. I'm just gonna be so for real with you. I don't really know what's going on. Huh? A single pull attempt, no ramp up per pull from 71 to 90, but after 70, the board changes once and the rates jump from 0.99 to 19. Okay. So it, okay. Wait. Sorry, those were additional notes. Sorry, I'm looking at the skin now. 200 only cost reruns. Okay, all right. So now we got some extra notes over here. So when it comes to currency types, the gacha except weapons is visually through a monopoly board with events. All categories except the weapons, characters plus cosmetics share the same monopoly board. Okay. All pull ties can be converted from the same premium currency. Standard banner works the same way as the limited one, just with no cosmetics. Wait, so can I accidentally, like, get a skin from pulling the unit? Is that what they're fucking telling me? Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I just feel confused. A part of me just feels confused. So I pull on here and I can get the skin, the unit, and all that shit at the same time. So my one pull, right? ALG got a skin before the character in the beta. If you get the skin, it doesn't use the character pity. Yep, you can get the skin by accident. I'm not gonna lie, this seems like a bit of a mess. Maybe that's personally just, it seems like a bit of a mess. I don't really, I'm not really sure how to feel about that. Sure. Maybe I'll get a brand new car. Because he got vehicle skins. Whatever. Refer to the soft pity section below for the board change info. Okay, so board changing is just soft pity. You can get a mix of standard and limited S-rank weapons in the weapon banner, but it's still guaranteed at 80. No ramp up per pull from 71 to 90, but after 70 pulls, the board changes once, and the rates jump. This is basically done by visually adding a lot of limited character tiles. Makes sense to me. A single pull attempt on the Arc banner is a condensed 10 pull. You cannot do singles. If an S-rank rate up is not obtained within 5 attempts, 50 pulls, then the 6 is a guaranteed soft 25% chance. What does that even fucking mean? A guaranteed soft 25%. What? Whoever wrote this is a dipshit. I'm gonna be fucking honest with you. How did you write this sentence, you piece of shit? What the fuck do you even mean? Asshole. Well, the 8 out of 8 is the guarantee. Okay, getting an early rate up resets the pity. If you win this 25-75, you're just fucked. No? So you want to lose because in 20 more 10 pulls, you'll get it anyways, right? Getting an early rate up resets the pity while getting a standard early doesn't. Oh! Yeah, you want to lose. Why, David? What? I feel like I'm missing something. The first copy of all standard S and A rank arcs can be gotten from exploration alone. All weapons. Okay, so I guess they're, like, weapons are pretty plentiful, but then again, the limited ones can only be gotten for the gacha. And the character dupe effects or slots that can be activated in no fixed order, can get A6 before A1, can be swapped off for another effect that can be toggled on or off. Well, they added sequence nodes, like turn offs and ons, and you get to, yeah, I guess everyone's just gonna go for the S6 first. This does make it seem like the dupes in this game might just be ass, though, because I will be honest, don't the dupes in this... It sounds like the dupes in this game might be booty cheeks then, right? If you can just unlock all of them whenever you want. Like, does that mean they just don't do anything? Just saying, right? So that's an example of the board. I imagine the board change, right, is when they just put in the new slots. Monopoly. Woo! Dice roll in your gacha game. Awesome. Now, we've got a bit of another follow-up. Apparently, there's been a look into the pull counts for this game. And somebody decided to put their Gooner avatar over here, so I'm just gonna, like, cover that. And, yeah, let's talk a little bit about, what we're seeing over here. Alrighty. So, the total pull count for 1.0 in NTE by Nomura Akane. Don't cancel me. I've never seen somebody spell daily like that in my fucking life. That got me fucked up. Bro, I thought that was somebody's name. So, I guess it's a D-A-I-L-Y, daily. 2520 Analyth plus 13 limited pulls. I can't read this. I give up. Yeah, that's gonna be the NTE gacha system, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot make sense of this fucking document, so I'm not even going to fucking try. So, I'm sorry, bro. Like, what does this even say? Am I supposed to believe you're getting 13 limited pulls a day? No, that doesn't even make sense. What the fuck is this? This doesn't even make sense. It's impossible. 13 a day? What? I'm good, man. To make sure that I at least try, let me read this. Total summary free to play. 215 limited pulls plus 132 standard plus 71 weapon equals 418. Oh, this is pretty good. A lot better than Endfield. Absolutely, that's very good. 2 S-rank weapon and 2 S-rank characters. Sounds great. With the daily pass, only 20-something more pulls. Well, that's not that much. The daily pass doesn't seem to be doing a lot. Like, you only get, like, yeah, 23 more pulls. Yeah, limited pulls plus 132 standard. Same exact stuff elsewhere. Yeah, just literally 23 more pulls. That's it. And with the daily pass plus BP, you get 4 more pulls. Oh. Yeah, so this game looks like pay to lose. Yeah, if I'm paying for the monthly pass and I get 23 more fucking pulls, that does not seem that good. That's like an argument not to get it. And I guess the BP gives the S-rank weapon. They forgot to add the pulls here. They put, look, this guy, look chat, this guy suck math. Look, chat, 4 extra, but he didn't add them into the total. That should say 400. I'm done backseating. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Looking like a very strong, free-to-play, accessible title. Looks like you don't get a lot for actually paying money, but I do think that there's a big opportunity, right, just to educate yourself on the quality of the game, the progression, right, and the actual gameplay, and see if it's something for you. I think we're gonna be giving NTE a shot. Looks like a great game to just play free-to-play like we do Arknights Endfield. And of course, like I said before, I'm not on contract. I'm not on payroll. So I'll just tell you the truth about everything when it comes to this game. Let me know what you all thought. Peace out.